In the top stories, government holds consultation to discuss cost of living issues. What would reinstating the common external tariff mean for consumers? And laws on AI and copyright being contemplated by government. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Refer a friend and get $50 cash back for you and $50 cash back for your friend on loans of $3,000 and over at Courts Ready Cash. Plus, you get flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Apply now. Visit shopcourts.com. The more friends you refer, the more cash back. What are you waiting for? Make every moment count with a loan from Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials: a bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
49 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023. From Wetfest to Fulfill, from Queen Show to Juve, Culturama 49, so you must be here.
From July 27th to August 8th, join us in Nevis for the Caribbean's greatest summer line, Culturama 49.
49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023 years of mass, 49 years of mass.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Barrage. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis, within the context of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, established in the Caribbean Community CARICOM, has taken the necessary steps to address the applicable Common External Tariff (CET) on a list of goods that comprised the family shopping list. The CET is a single tariff rate agreed to by all members of CARICOM on imports of a product from outside the CARICOM region. An invitation was extended to various business owners to attend a consultation on Wednesday at the St. Kitts Customs and Excise Department's conference room. The overall objective of the consultation was for stakeholders to discuss measures that will ensure St. Kitts and Nevis realigns itself with the provisions of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, while still establishing parameters to assist with the reduction of food prices within the Federation. Government officials, including Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Senior Minister and Minister of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, and Ambassador to CARICOM, His Excellency Larry Vaughan, met with representatives of major food suppliers and traders in St. Kitts and Nevis in an effort to find solutions to reduce the cost of food in the supermarkets. Prime Minister Drew, in his address to the attendees, spoke of the rising cost of food, which is driven by external forces, and the government's resolve in its efforts to find the right solutions that will bring relief to the people. The Prime Minister stated that it is critical for the family shopping list to be closely looked at to ensure that the cost of these essential items is more affordable. And while the government takes steps to reinstate the CET, Jason Davis spoke with a senior customs official to find out what this would mean for consumers.
The government has outlined plans to reinstate the Common External Tariff later this year, and according to Comptroller of Customs Kennedy De Silva, this would have specific impacts on consumers and their choices in the supermarkets. Mr. De Silva first explained that the point of the CET was to give CARICOM-based products a fighting chance versus international brands.
As members of CARICOM, we would have entered an arrangement where we agreed to have some protections from local industries as against extra-regional persons. So, for example, our local manufacturers, if we ship goods to another CARICOM country, we expect those goods to enter their market duty-free, hence keeping the prices down, as opposed to something coming extra-regional or out to the U.S. or whatever, where it is expected that they would have a higher rate of duties and taxes to pay.
In 2014, the CET was removed in St. Kitts and Nevis off a select list of products in an effort to lower prices and ease the financial burden on local shoppers. According to Minister of Consumer Affairs, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzel Douglas, this has opened up the Federation to possible legal action from other CARICOM countries.
There have been serious objections to that from Trinidad, Jamaica, Dominica, Belize, because they are now saying, well, we can produce enough for you to get. So why do you want to get from outside? But if your people's taste is such that they have to buy goods that come out from outside of the region, then you have to pay the CET. And so the common external tariff has now been agreed to be applied because we have been threatened to be taken to the Caribbean Court of Justice, where we can be charged millions of dollars.
Now that the CET is expected to return, Mr. De Silva said shoppers may see an increase in the prices of certain goods from outside CARICOM.
I suspect we will see the increases. The percentage I can't say, but because taxes is just one part of the cost of goods. There's the procurement and the freight and the insurance and all of that impacts the price of goods. So, for example, even if you lower the goods and the price increase from your wholesaler point of view, there's nothing the government could do about that. That's an automatic price increase. And that is one of the measures you see that the government would have done, where they're looking at having a cap on how we tabulate the freight costs to keep that price at anchor level.
A senior official from a local supermarket chain told ZIZ News that there are no definitive plans yet, as consultations and investigations are ongoing. Meanwhile, Mr. De Silva suggested that one option for supermarkets would be to import more goods from within CARICOM, giving shoppers the choice of staying with brands from outside the region that they've become accustomed to, or switching to CARICOM-produced goods, which may be more affordable.
Make an informed choice. You have options. You would have instances where there are two products on the shelf, and based on your pocket, you make a business decision whether or not you need to go and you'll buy the cheaper one that is from the CARICOM, or you're going to buy the one that maybe you are comfortable with.
The CET is not expected to be implemented for a few more months, but in the meantime, the government will be launching a public awareness initiative to inform the public about what steps will be taken going forward. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
As artificial intelligence continues developing at its rapid pace, the Federation has to be prepared for its arrival. Marlon Thompson has this news item on the Federation's AI and copyright protection start.
The inclusion of artificial intelligence seems to permeate many things humanly possible, but who has ownership of works created using AI, and who do humans sue for infringement? This discussion seems to be on the tips of tongues of many following the creation of the AI song using The Weeknd and Drake's voice print, which was removed from the internet, and artwork created by AI, which has led to lawsuits by the actual owners of copyright. In St. Kitts and Nevis, this possibility is being taken seriously, and laws are being contemplated to be passed, according to Attorney General Garth Wilkin. During the Prime Minister's monthly press conference with Cabinet Ministers on Thursday, he responded to a question asked about the Federation's preparedness for AI and citizens' copyright ownership.
It's an ever-evolving area, and it is on our radar. We are also discussing some changes to the IP laws, and I don't want to do that until we have a sort of preliminary solution to the AI issue.
He said the copyright laws will reach the public in November when WIPO hosts its Caribbean meeting. He also hopes that nationals like Honorable Conris Maynard, a Calypso Monarch, and Byron Messiah, international chart-topping artists, do not fall prey to an AI-generated song.
They announced that the World Intellectual Property Organization is hosting its Caribbean meeting of all the IPO offices throughout the Caribbean in St. Kitts in November. And on the agenda for that meeting will be the IP's response to AI. I hope that King Congress is not subjected to potentially a Byron Messiah and King Congress AI-generated song.
Outside of AI, many citizens are looking forward to the updated copyright laws to strengthen ownership of works created by citizens as the nation seeks to compete globally. For ZIZ News, I'm Mervyn Thompson.
Since the restructured Poverty Alleviation Program, PAP, was rolled out 6 months ago, administrators have received greater understanding of the dynamics that each beneficiary household faces, which has resulted in improved services for those in need of assistance. Earning less than $3,000 per month is the primary eligibility factor that qualifies households to benefit. After the re-registration process was completed, priority was given to assisting households headed by seniors, persons with a disability, and persons with children. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Azila Clark, said that the restructuring process gave a clear definition of a household, which reduced inconsistencies that previously existed.
The previous PAP application did not ask for you to list the members in your household. It just asked for a number. So that way, we had a lot of duplicate households, and that more persons in the households were receiving the benefit when it is a household benefit. So now we're able to validate that at every step.
She said the addition of case management, where a social worker regularly engages members of the household, also has proven valuable.
Secondly, has to be the reintroduction of case management. Having a person actually check in with the individual to understand their situation and therefore connect them with additional services and opportunities available through the state system, public sector, private sector, as well as civil society.
She said greater insight collected from the households is also being used to help policymakers understand how societies less vulnerable are living in a post-COVID environment. This information lends to the creation of new benefits, services, and programs to assist those in need. After the break, Nevis Department of Labor hosts successful TVET-focused career fair and training expo, and Fire and